at the gate for my flight home from visiting friends, and there's a woman here with a service Shiba Inu. No pics, because he has a do not disturb vest, and taking pics of strangers is illegal, but I need to stress how on duty this animal is. Ears up, eyes doing laser scans of everything. Examining everyone who passes within 10 feet like a security guard. Ass planted on her feet. I have never seen a dog with such intense chivalric guardian energy before. He has tiny eyebrows, and they are furrowed with concentration. Man behind me having unhinged phone conversation. There is an internationally famous dairy in the area I was visiting, and he was commissioned by the lady on the other end of the phone to collect specific cheeses from there. The lady is very high-strung about the type and condition of the cheese. The man does not know from cheese. The man ain't never seen no cheese but orange before. And I showed you a list to the cheese lady, so if it's wrong, it's her fault, okay? I'm 80% sure she sent him there for a really specific blue cheese. 40% sure he does not have the very specific blue cheese, and Yaren's sure he's done with her shit. Our flight is delayed. He does not have the cheeses in a cooler, just a regular backpack. I need to emphasize that there is no cooler bag in the backpack. He has Jansport backpack that is jam-packed with cheeses. There is apparently $4 or $5 worth of cheeses in that backpack, which I know because he has been trying to get the lady to Venmo him the expense, which she has failed to do. It is unclear whether his relation to the lady is romantic, familial, or what, but I'm leaning towards what. 2 more people have joined us. One is a very elegant man with a perfect manicure and a tailored business suit. The other is a neon-haired person of indeterminate gender wearing a fox kirigumi. The Shiba Inu has been staring at the latter for 3 minutes now. Uh-oh. Cheeseman has been demanding payment because apparently he went like 6 hours out of his way and paid with his own money, and between the cheese and price of gas, he is pretty sure he does not have enough money in his account for an Uber home. The lady is flabbergasted that he is demanding payment at all, as she was under the impression he was doing this for her out of the goodness of his heart. He's not having it. He's insisting she told him she would pay him back. He would have gotten her maybe 1 cheese somewhere closer to his business in the area out of love, but he went out of his way because she agreed to pay him costs plus extra to cover it. He recorded the conversation in which he promised to pay for the cheese. She's that much of a flake. I am about to offer this man cash for some of these cheeses because our flight is now more delayed. You always do this. You always do this, and I fall for it every time. No, Theo, dang you. If you're not gonna pay me, you don't get fancy cheese. Or else what? The baby shower? Monica can't even have this cheese. She's pregnant. The cheese lady asked if it was for someone because the mushrooms or whatever in the cheese are dangerous for the baby or something. You wanna poison Monica? Why would I lie about that? Yeah, of course I got the cheese. That's why I don't got money for Uber. Yeah, go tell Mama. Stopped your stupid ass from killing Monica or the baby. Dang you! He hangs up phone head in hands, borderline hyperventilating. The man in the 3-piece suit is in the chair next to him. He waits a moment, then reaches into his carry-on and pulls out an entire bottle of wine with the TSA pre-check sticker on it and taps Cheese Guy on the shoulder. If your friend doesn't want it, would you be amenable to having it right now? Naturally, I have volunteered my box of wheat thins and offered to buy one of the harder cheeses, which should be fine if it makes it home. Meanwhile, Kirigumi has noticed that the Shiba Inu is staring at her and is correctly intimidated. 1. This is some dang great camembert. I have compensated Cheese Guy accordingly. So have like 6 other people. He's recouped like half his losses. 2. Cheese Guy is crying a little about the cash and opening up about his problems. The cheese lady is his younger sister. Suit Guy is being very generous with his Pinot Blanc. We are having a Picnics Our Improv family therapy session. 3. This is apparently the latest in a long string of his sister asking for something and then flaking when he asked to be paid back. Started with paying him back only some of what he was owed, then claiming something she paid for him was of equal value when it was not, then recently telling him his memory is wrong and he said it was a gift or that he'd do it for free. Yeah, the specific thing of trying to convince you your memory is unreliable is called gaslighting, and it's really
Dang you!
dumb. I say, yeah, the other stuff I forgave because she's never really had a good job, so she can't pay me back all the time, but at least she was making an effort, you know? But that was over the line. If you haven't already, check on the rest of your family's finances. My brother started trying to gaslight everyone when he started stealing from our parents. Says Pinot Blanc. Shiba Inu lady has purchased a cheddar. Apparently, the dog's name is Donut, and he's her service dog because she's severely visually impaired. Oh, he's a guide dog? Asks Cheese Guy. Oh no, she laughs. He's too short, and the way my eyes are, it's easier for me to navigate with a cane. No, the problem I have is that some morally impaired people see the cane and think they can get away with stealing my bag or assaulting me because I wouldn't be able to give a description, which is wrong. But rather than deal with that, I got Donut, and he helps me by howling at anyone who gets in my personal space and biting anyone who grabs me. Says Kirigumi. He's been staring at me. Do I need to back up or... Oh dear, no, he wasn't looking at you. He loves cheese, but he knows he's not supposed to beg, so he decided the way to deal with something he wants but can't have is to stare in the other direction. Okay, says Kirigumi. I'm wearing fox pajamas and he thought I was another dog or something. No, he doesn't care about dogs, and you get a warning before he goes for the calves. Very helpful when I was living in Italy. Oh, what part? I have family in Tuscany, says Pino. Does he want a cheese? There is still so much cheese, says Cheese Guy. One Cheese Guy has sold all but 2 or 3 cheeses that he and Pino are going to eat on the flight. 2. I know they're planning to continue because Pino talked to the gate agent so he and Cheese Guy can sit together and talk about family drama and cheese. 3. Pino has been teaching him about different types of cheese and how to enjoy them. 4. Cheese Guy apparently repairs computers and other technology devices for a living and is currently doing the software version of scraping barnacles and other crap off Pino MacBook. 5. Pino is now convinced that Cheese Guy is the smartest and most interesting man in the world. Okay, so the Wi-Fi wasn't working on the plane, also like non-stop turbulence, and also they got seated in a different row from me. Yeah, but 1. Now that I've heard the word aloud, and they are an astrophysicist who correctly believes in being comfy as fuck on planes. They are also familiar with the concept of a meet cute and is rooting for them too. 2. Got to walk the nice lady and her tactical assault Shiba to her next gate because it was on the way out and talk for a bit. Donut is called that not because he is the color of a donut, which he is, but because he likes to sleep curled up in a perfect circle. He has a sister who does the same thing named Bagel. 3. Lost track of Pino and Cheese Guy for a bit, but when I saw them again at a baggage claim, Cheese Guy was holding both their jackets and Pino was on the phone to his hotel about, well, do you have any rooms with 2 beds? The rest of the call indicated that yes, there were rooms with 2 beds, but readers, I had a moment.